Hello again. This time I'd like to give you a brief explanation of what I call natural trumpet Lydian scales. And you might wonder, well, that's a lot of words. What's a Lydian scale? Well, a Lydian scale is the scale built on the fourth degree of the major scale, but it turns out that it's also an integral part of the overtone series, which I have discussed in a previous video. So I'd like to demonstrate that for you. If you start down at your lowest note on the horn, which would be the low F sharp, and you slur up to the seventh harmonic, the lowest note is actually an octave above the fundamental, so I count that as 2. So you slur up to the count 7, or the seventh harmonic. That's called a false tone in a lot of trumpet methods because it's 31 cents flatter than the tempered note would be on the piano. But it's actually right in tune with the natural chord, which is why it comes right out of the horn naturally. Well, what I'm going to show you now is that if you start on that seventh harmonic and you play a scale, you will get a Lydian scale, at least for the first part of the scale. Let's try it. So there's my first note. That's actually the first tetrachord, the first 5 notes, first 4 notes plus the perfect fifth of the Lydian scale. So if that note is, in this case, it would be an E natural on the trumpet or a D concert, then your notes, your concert pitches would be D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, because it's 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5 of the major scale. So on the trumpet, thinking of trumpet pitch, that note would be an E natural. It's a little bit flatter than the piano's E natural. But starting on E natural, the Lydian scale goes E natural, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. And those turn out to be all playable with the same fingering, which is all 3 vowels depressed. And this is really good for your ear because according to George Russell's Lydian chromatic concept, that Lydian scale is closer to a resolved natural chord than a major chord would be. And so it's actually the natural resolution of the major chord is to the sharp 11, which is why you'll often hear it at the end of jazz solos, or a jazz tune may often end on the sharp 11. It's a very restful place to end. And if you're building the entire chord, you can go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, sharp 11. And it's a beautiful sounding chord. So let me show you how you can play your Lydian scales all with the same fingering. We're just sticking to the lower tetrachord plus the fifth. Now on this particular horn, which was made in East Germany, that note sounded a little sharp to me. The top note sounded a little sharp. It might be that I was pinching it, I'm not sure. But if you want to practice these, start with all the vowels down to make it easy on yourself. So just start at the lowest note, slur up to the seventh, you'll be able to hear it. And then that's where you start your Lydian scale. And there you go. Natural trumpet Lydian scales. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll try to keep the instructional videos coming. If you have any comments, please let me know either on Facebook. My name's Glendon Gross, or on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Glendon144. All right. Thank you for listening and have a great day.